The incident happened while we were... Oh, well,
This one had the best special effects. It was short but very engaging and above all very intriguing. I really liked it even though it was very short.
Was my absolute favorite in the second act. It was absolutely phenomenal. I didn't want it to end. I liked how short it was, but on the other hand, it was something that I'd really like to see more of the story on that. As far as the cinematography in the beginning, I loved the eye effect in the beginning, the really close-up shot, the macro shot of the pupil and the iris, how it was expanding, contracting. I hated and loved how it ended. It just left you wanting more. And then on the other hand, it was really cool how that was done, as far as leaving you like as a cliffhanger. I just really liked how it was done. I like the story. I like the acting. I like the set design. I liked everything about it. Definitely my favorite, the second act.
I thought this was such an interesting film. It was so short, but you definitely kind of understood, or at least I definitely understood the process of what was happening, but I was very curious as to like who she was responding to, why this was happening in the first place. It definitely left me with a lot more questions, but it means that I was like fully invested, and for the fact that it was only 1 minute long is pretty impressive. So, and I also thought that the coloring was done really well, especially on what I'm assuming was an actual human who was being kind of transported into the robot, or her consciousness was being transported into the robot. Don't 100% know which one it is. But I thought that the coloring was really well done. And all of like the little background noises and her reactions or her answering to things was really, I thought it was a great film.
It's very provocative and intriguing. I'm not sure if I got exactly all the details that the filmmaker wanted to pass through in the 1 minute, but it certainly seemed to relay an idea of some form of brain transference or brain watching in some form, and it definitely had a really creepy, intriguing aspect to it. So I'd like to see what happens next.
It's definitely interesting to watch and to listen to, and you do find yourself, or at least I found myself, kind of anticipating what was coming next. What did this all lead up to? And there's some real cool sci-fi component to it. But yeah, it doesn't give you very much, but it's definitely worth the 1 minute of your time. And I could see this expanding into something much larger too.
Very well made short, and a very good performance by the lead.
I was definitely drawn to the intro, and I definitely see some potential with this becoming a full-length or short independent film. I'm really curious on what would become of this.
Yeah, really strong. Just really strong storytelling in this one. The fact that it's 90%. I mean, it is one shot, but the fact that it's a 1 minute short that is primarily just a medium close up on an actress with rotating lights, like it really shows how much work goes into sound design and story and special effects, like once you do the pan up at the end. It's really good, really strong, and it would be interesting to see this kind of adapted into a longer piece too. So great job. It was gorgeous.